Say it'll work. I have like two things to do. First of all, I have to say good morning to the doggies, but before I do that, I should put on my eyelid tape. Anyways, good morning. I had a rather bad day yesterday. I got too high. I think it was just embarrassing. Well, I think it might be a first where I felt less cool. Whoa. That's the first time that ever happened. Where did it go? Oh man, that really disturbs me. Well, like, oh, it's on my finger. Okay, it's on my thumb. I was like, what? Why isn't it sticking? Oh man, I'm trying so hard not to get frustrated. Okay. Oh, and I already have one. Oh, well maybe I don't need one. Okay, so that one. These eyelid tapes really have been interesting. They made me feel so confident. And then finally, it didn't matter at all. But I love the way I look. Yeah, I think my eyelid looks good. And then I have to find my Bluetooth receiver. But I should cuddle with the dogs now, I think. I need to say good morning to them still. But where's my Bluetooth receiver? I haven't seen it in a long time. And I need it. But then again, you know what I actually need is something else. I actually need this. I hate to admit it, because this was like, I don't know, $10, and it doesn't have, can't really remember the rating. I remember something else though. Something about it. I don't remember how many people rated them. The expensive one has 4 stars. And I've been through them like so many times. Now, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Is this worth it? Like, that's how I feel, like a criminal. To tell you that the dog jumped on the couch where this wire was. Now the wire doesn't work anymore, and I can still return it on Amazon. And is that my fault or the cord's fault? These cords are terrible. I could guess with somewhat sureness that if this was made by the Bose company, which doesn't sell these anymore because they're sold out, or I don't know if they're discontinued, but they're just always out of stock now. I forget what I'm talking about, but Something about how the real cord wouldn't have broke. The real cord is like double as much, but it lasts like 5 times as long. And I've had these headphones forever. Like these are like the forever headphones. These are my favorite headphones. And next up is the Panasonics. The same ones that Air used. I had those. And it's no big deal. They're just at Walmart for $50. And for Panasonics, and the band Air uses them in their video, and they're like white, and the album that's like Sexy Boy. And that album, I think, if the live version, they have these white headphones, and that's them. And those are my second favorite. And they're basically like these, maybe a little bit more bassy. But I don't think as comfortable. I think they have the deep recessed ear cups like these. They have the super lightness like these. They have the most longevity like these. Like you can wear them for all day and they're never uncomfortable. And, well, getting pretty scared right now. You know, just because I smoked weed. And, fucking, I'm not into that. So, I think I'm just getting bored too with what I'm saying. I'm getting scared that what you're saying is pretty boring. You should probably get a better topic. And what would the topic be? Well, I would say putting this hat back where it belongs and probably looking for, well, you found the thing you needed. So cuddling with the dogs. This will be fun. Sometimes I have to remember what I'm doing. Now, I'm supposed to throw treats every time I leave the room to stop Faith from barking. But she only barks when someone's here. It's like she triangulates. Whenever someone's here, she's like, let's gang up on him. And then when no one's watching, she's like, hey, we're best friends. That's just an act I do to keep up appearances that I'm top dog. Oh, hi, boss lady. Okay, this is my favorite part of the day. Well, anyway, isn't it precious? Oh, thank you, Disgruntled. Oh, I have to wash my hair too. My hair is really gross. I use conditioner. I remember why I don't use it. You know, I had incredible hair when I was fasting, and I never used conditioner, and it was far superior to conditioner. Hi, boss. Oh, very fresh. Are you very fresh? And are you very fresh too? You are very fresh. Whoa. Very fresh. And you, very fresh too. Ultimately, amazingly fresh. Yes. And yes. And yes. Who are my little babies? Are you my little baby? Oh. I just love these doggies. I'm doing tapping on Faith's head. She likes it. Apparently that's like a therapy thing. People tap themselves. She likes it, I think, when I tap on her head. Well, I will rub your belly, sure. You have clean fur and you never leave residue. That's another thing about these dogs. You can pet them, there's never residue on your hand. They are real dogs. And they know well, I mean, I don't know if I told you this already, but they know they get a timeout if they have to get kicked out of the living room into the kitchen if they bark. They know that now, so now they bark better. They're like, roof, roof, roof. Like, they respect me, I think. At least then. Because then I lose my my mask of, I don't know. Well, I'm civilized. And I just get angry enough that I kick them out of the room. I yell at them to get out. And I think I've reached this good spiritual level that I can yell. I mean, I've talked about this a bunch of times, so I don't like saying it again. But when you can get angry without being scary, it's like, then they respect your authority. You know, it's like, and they learned it in like one time. And now they basically don't bark anymore when someone goes by. Like they do, but they stop instantly. And for some reason, they don't bark when they're in the kitchen. And it was like one time and they learned. And then the next time, it's happened like about 5 times since I started immediately kicking them off the couch, out of the living room. And okay, so Hope is looking like there's something out there. But now she's looking like there's something behind the couch. So that's not really panicking me. If she was thinking that there's something else, SIDE, I would probably want to, I don't know, cover my ears and start bracing that she's going to start ear-piercing loud yelping. And then get in TROUBLE and have to go to the KITCHEN. Yes. Hello, little doggy. I wondered last night what she was thinking. Well, I thought I knew too. I was really high. I think I lost my mind. It was like way too much. I wasn't making any sense. And I was like, how can this be? I make so much sense. And I was like, you're wondering if you could make lasagna that was a 9.8 or a 10. And you thought that was a metaphor for whether you're sure you're spiritual or not. You're only just a tiny % sure that you're a total fraud, not spiritual at all, even pretending to yourself because you want to believe it, or you are spiritual. You do know how to meditate. You did have a real glimpse of enlightenment. And I need some water, I think. I wish these dogs would get me water. I mean, you're supposed to be able to train a border collie to do that. But I think that these dogs would actually love that. They know they're not allowed back in the living room when they get kicked out. and they'll just stand there waiting. And then I call them back in. I'm not sure what they do when I call them back in. They might just still stand there and then come back at their own leisure. But they at least won't come back in when I'm standing there and telling them not to. I think then the last time I left it by going to the bathroom after they were in the kitchen to see if, when I'd come back downstairs, if they'd still be in the kitchen. And I think by then they were back in the living room. But they listen really well in that sense. And then when they're outside, they don't respect me. And so I call them in just by bribing them and say, do you want a cookie? And they trust me that I'll actually give them a cookie. But if I forget, they'll forget too. But I don't deceive them. I mean, maybe they wouldn't forget. Now, I don't know why I corrected myself. Like, I was going to say won't forget, but then I changed it to wouldn't forget. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's a bit... it just could be a coincidence. I mean, I don't really know. Yeah, I think that exists. I think coincidences exist. I'm not going to say there's no coincidences. But is that even a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's an incident. Yeah, that might be more true. I get really dumb when I'm high, like super dumb. And I gotta let the dogs out again soon. I mean, we just woke up. And I had a good day yesterday. I mean, I was sweating and huffing and puffing and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was too much. Oh. I wrote some weird stuff. Oh man, I was like... That was weird. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I have no idea what I was thinking. I don't get it. I have to regain my composure just from thinking about this. And I have to consider, should I return that cord? Whose fault is it? Should I ask ChatGPT? Should I ask Amazon for their blessing? Bring it to customer service. I don't know. I still have a cord. Okay, I'm really hydrated somehow, and I just didn't eat anything yesterday until... I mean, I'm just drone talking. I don't have anything to say. I'm really just coughing up phlegm, and I need to spit it out, but I'm just swallowing it. But I'm so hydrated that it's just like not even annoying me. And well, this kind of counts as stretching what I'm doing here. This is really uncool how this feels. I hate this feeling. But I think this counts as Pilates. Hi, doggy. Doggy very fresh. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, very fresh. That was like the soundbite version. But in my working practice, it'd be more like, oh, very fresh. I need to tell you. Very fresh. That's how it actually sounds. But if I was making a video game, that first one would be the one that I'd record. Right, I'm just making this up. But I mean, it's true though. Right? Oh, it is true. You need tapping. It's really nice to pet dogs that are clean. It's like really a joy. They're extremely, exceptionally soft. Very much soft. You would probably rank them the softest dog you've ever had. You might not say the softest dog you've ever pet, but they're very soft fur, very fresh doggies. They have the same thing on their paw. I mean, there's this white mark they both have, and it's like on the same spot on their paw. That the tip of their paw is as if dipped white. Wow, doggy, you're so fresh. I need to tell you. Very nice. Ooh, very fresh. Doggy very fresh today. Doggy very fresh. And I need to tell you. Very fuck. Very fuck you. Could you imagine if I started talking to them like they were Richard? Would that just be totally fucked up? Just name them both Richard? Oh my god, Richard, very fresh. I need to tell you, fuck you. And Richard, very fuck you. Oh my god. Well, anyways, so, okay, yeah, I mean, you're a little bit too much, you know, I mean, I don't really know sometimes if you like me. You're just like telling me to give you belly rubs and food all the time. And it's a little bit much sometimes, it's just this. Well, no, she doesn't beg for food, but if you eat food, she'll be there. She'll be respectful, though, if you don't leave the room. If you leave the room, she'll eat your food. They both will eat your food. And if you leave the house, they'll eat it off the counter. And if you, tell them to get you a drink from the fridge, how do you get them to do that? I should ask ChatGPT. I should ask ChatGPT how to do that. I mean, I don't really want them to do that. I like having the bubblies in a high up shelf. They couldn't get them anyway. And, but they are hygienic dogs. I wouldn't care if they brought a bubbly. That would be great. They should learn how to get them. Yeah, but I don't have the energy for that. Teaching a dog. What do you want to teach it? Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, I'm zoning out. I'm sorry about this. I'm just totally going space cadet mode. It was the weed. I smoked weed again. It just makes me a bit retarded. Last night I got real retarded. Yeah, second time in a row I didn't like it. What's up with that? It couldn't be. I don't think so. It couldn't be that I'm higher than acid from my water fasting. That it like made me higher. And now the drugs only bring me down. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this may be true. Because it's happened 2 times in a row now. Where it was like, that sucked. That wasn't even good. I feel better now. I feel more with it now. More myself. The way it used to be was I would get trippy and I would say, now I'm myself. And now I'm myself more when I'm not trippy. And I'm actually getting not myself. And it's making me sweat. It's making me embarrassed. It's making me defame myself and torture myself as some kind of plea to get out of it. But that's a whole can of worms. And I just get cold when I think about it. Makes me scared. But I don't feel scared. I just feel cold. I lose my warmth. I lose my good, lovey feeling that is warmth. And instead, I get cold. And I think that means I'm dead inside when that happens. And it doesn't even matter that I have a house coat, because I'm cold inside. Anyways, I have some work to do. I don't really want to do it. Oh man, but I gotta do it, I think. I just don't want to do it. I want to lay down, but I'm not gonna lay down. Oh, and I have water. That's great news. I had been wanting some water. I should do some more Pilates. Yeah, I haven't really gotten my morning vibe stretch crystallized yet. I'm still a little bit tense, I think. A little bit off. Well, I have a lot of concerns here. I mean, I've started smoking weed or vaping weed. That's scary, you know? Scary in terms of like, what? You're a smoker? You vape weed? You're like stinky, losing all your money, spending all your money, always high, can't drive? What? You want to have that habit in your life? That's really fucked. That's crazy fucked. And then I'm like, no, I should just smoke once a week. Literally, that's the actual way to do it. And you know what? I have 1 smoke left. And then another voice says, "Go, just quit. If you just do it once a week, if you quit for a week, you'll start doing it every day again. So just quit forever." Now, is it comfortable to lean against a fucking edge of granite or something? No, it's not. But or wait, yes. Yeah, I was like, I know I can do this. And I did it. So I think that, let me just think of something to say here. I should be doing the dishes. It's not really a full yes. That was like a yee. Can't really convince myself to do it. I don't know if I miss snowboarding. Yeah, I miss the idea of it. But do I actually miss it? I don't know. Yes and no. I hate to say it, but it feels like being a TI has changed the answer. Why would I want to go where there's a bunch of people? But I think it's more fun with friends to go snowboarding. Yeah, I'll probably do the dishes soon. That'll be nice. It felt tacky being too high. Well, I should probably do the dishes. But this is really great. I mean, I have the doggies, I have the sunlight from the window, and it's like a movie theater screen, and I don't know why I haven't watched the rest of Fallout. I really don't know why. Okay. So I'm going to try to get the dishes done. Does doggy need to go outside? Okay, come on, doggy. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. Okay, you go out first. Just wait, just wait. Okay, this is pretty stressful for me because they need to be watched. Okay, go out. Literally every moment they're outside. And I don't feel like connecting with the outside world right now. So this is like not cool for me right now. And I'm just hoping that Hope will go pee, which she's doing. And I'm gonna call them in with a cookie. Okay, cookies for everyone. Cookies for babies. Come get cookies. Yeah, cookies. Endless cookies. Yeah, and cookies. We won't forget the cookies. Just hold on. Remember, we're getting cookies, okay? Just don't forget about the cookies. Okay, remember, we're getting cookies. Don't forget. Remember the cookies. Go in the kitchen. You know what? They know. They'll already run to the kitchen to get the cookies. Come on. Let's get the cookies. Okay, so they're really excited right now. Okay, we're back. Something happened. The battery died. Wow, that was definitely upsetting. But, you know, we have 3 batteries. Yeah. And, what else? And we have the light of the sun and the GoPro. And I think I'd like to talk in song, really. I think I'd like everything to be a musical. I've had moments where I was singing my feelings in Broadway style musical. And it was like, yes, this is really good. And I would love to communicate like this. But even if I could, I can only do it right, properly. I can only do it right some of the time. Also, I don't want to embarrass her, but there's a YouTuber who I have a crush on. And I won't say her name because I commented on her channel twice, I think, and she never responded to me at all. And so I don't want to bother her. But I think she is really hot. And I haven't seen a video from her in a long time. So I'm really happy about that. I haven't watched it yet, and maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's spoileristic. My comments were kind of strange, though. I'm not sure anyone would respond to them. I can't remember exactly. But certainly today I was surprised at how far gone I had gone. And it was great. Hi, doggy. You know, getting completely out of your mind high. It's like getting like raging crazy drunk. Like once in a while, it's mandatory to see how fucked you really are, to get a true analysis of yourself. And that was what I came back with on my spirit quest. Are you even sure you're enlightened and you're not just faking it completely? And I had a moment of saying, I'm not sure. I might just be faking it completely. And that was difficult. But what I do know is I'm not faking it when I want to keep my hair washed, because, you know, like, I'm done with conditioner. That's too much maintenance. If you use conditioner, you have to always use conditioner. That's the rule of conditioner. And if you don't use conditioner, and if you do use conditioner, by the way, you should use it first to detangle your hair, and then wash your hair, and wash the conditioner out of it. And then your hair will look bad for 1 2.5 days. But then your hair will look good after that point for like 2 days. And you only have to wash your hair like once every 5 days. But, or something like that, you know, depending if you eat grease and even how much water you drink. But for me, I'm actually like once every 2 days I have to wash my hair. But I don't know. I can't remember, but I know it's faster. Wash, like, I'm just verklempt right now. Can't even think. I need to relax, stand properly, and just wash the dishes. Okay. Well, what about my lower back? Yeah, I've had some lower back issues. I sit in this chair in this terrible posture where I put a pillow underneath my lower back in the wedge of the chair, in the corner of the seat, I guess. Something like that. Not the corner. I can't even describe it. It's so simple. You would understand. You would, if you saw it, I mean, you would say, oh, I know what you're doing. But I just can't describe it for some reason. It's like, I just don't have the words. And I'm frustrated. I'm actually happy to realize it and happy to feel cool about it. To not condemn myself about it. It's like, yeah, I've been frustrated before. That's okay. I have a tendency to just deny it. No, I'm not. Fight it. And then what you resist persists. Oh man, there are a lot of fucking cans here. Oh, I can't believe it. But my posture's still good. But it can't be too good, because then it's just not right. Then it's just something else. Then it hurts. I need to have the right amount, which is this. And once it's the right amount, I can do all these things. And I can keep the electricity. I can say, yes, I am spiritual. Or, I'm not, I don't know. But, I feel totally in this moment. Largely because my body feels good. But what? But there's a whole lasagna dish to wash. And I let the dog lick it. That's not cool. I mean, what am I going to do about that? I have to wash that. I've been soaking that. I don't really want to wash that. I normally enjoy the dishes, but right now, I'm not enjoying them. I would rather be on the couch right now. And that's weird. You know, I can say this is probably mentally ill. I always enjoy washing the dishes, 100% of the time. It's fun for me to wash the dishes. I never go, oh man, I have to wash the dishes. Oh fuck. I never do that. I always go, I'm gonna wash the dishes. This is great. I'm like practicing my posture. You know, it's just like, it's really fresh. And I hate myself so much. I can't even tell you how much. It's so much. Like I'm like, oh man, you're just the worst. That's how I feel. You couldn't be worse. Like it makes me cringe. It's just, the worst. What don't I like about myself? I have this kind of way of talking, and I'm always unsure and sighing. I'm always going, I don't know, and maybe, and it's like I'm whining. I feel like that's literally how I talk, is just whining. And it isn't cool. I haven't felt like that in years. You know, when I used to smoke weed all the time, I really hated myself. And because I was always doing some self-humiliation ritual without knowing it. And it was fucked. And I kept doing it. So it was like, well, I'm to blame. And so smoking weed again, I've started to do that. Like when I got too high, I started to do that. Became an idiot. Sort of went into a mental echo chamber. Trying to prove things that are like irrelevant and retarded. Sort of as a way of self-sabotaging. Well, I had fun on weed last night, and I got too high and I acted a fool, but it was still fun. And it was a bad time, but it was still a good time. It was a bad trip, but it was still a good trip. This is 2 trips in a row that have been bad trips. This is unprecedented. I've tripped like probably 70 times or something. Maybe more, like, I don't know. They're always good. 100% of the time I have good trips. This one was bad, last one was bad. But this is also the first time I smoked weed on them. This is, I mean, in a long time since, you know, I started having good trips every time, which has been like that for years. And so, then back then I probably had weed as well. These 2 times I've had weed. I've thought I want weed while I'm tripping. And why wouldn't the trip be enough? It's always enough. Well, yeah, I should probably quit weed. I mean, I am going to run out. I do have enough for one more vape. And if I save that for next week, I can get high and have acid again. And the whole point of this is to get beyond the drugs. So the drugs are only a come down. Now, are we already beyond them? If it's true, then when next week comes up, I'll say, I don't feel like tripping. Or am I just a fiend? And I'll have gotten the lesson and I'll say, no, I still feel like tripping. I have lots of spare time here. I'm bored. Well, maybe not. We got these jars from the dollar store, and they're like $1.50, and they're jars that you can keep spices in, made of glass with rubber sealing, and they're so nice. And I thought if I did hydroponics with a Crafty style, these would be so much cheaper and so much better than anything I could get. It turns out the cheapest hydroponics is glass. And then you would just have to seal out the light from the glass, or else the roots would get moldy or algae. But there's, I think, 1 liter or more even, like jug level ones for $3. And like 750 mil at least. Maybe even a liter. Because they're really thick. They're like short and thick. And those are like $1.50. I also didn't really eat yesterday. I felt like that was a win. That was part of why I got so high. I ate in the morning, and then I, didn't eat the rest of the day. And then by the nighttime, I was like really high, and I think that was a better strategy than just not eating at all. I think somehow you have to eat before the trip. I don't know, but that's how I think so, because it might, like, I don't even know. Everything I'm saying just is hypothesis, and it might lessen the peak but shorten the duration, and you need the food for the duration, and it might barely lessen the peak at all, or maybe not at all. And then after I ate, I had spring rolls. I felt instantly not stupid anymore, instantly grounded, back down to earth, and relieved. I'm out of that. I called it a spell, schism, or rumination. That's what I did while I was high. When I used to smoke weed all the time, I would just ruminate all the time. But I used to ruminate before I smoked weed too. It's not really weed's fault. I ruminated a long time. I've always ruminated. When I started ruminating is when I lost my innocence. Well, I think this about concludes our video. I wish I could stay longer, but I don't have anything to talk about. And what should I do? Should I return this cord? Ask ChatGPT if it's their fault that the cord broke. Okay, well, yeah, everything, I was trying to be so smart yesterday and it just wasn't really working. It was really terrible. It was so humiliating. I can't even believe it. I'm ashamed now. Oh my God. I just can't even face the consequences. I just want to hide. Well, I don't even want to turn the TV on. I'm just gonna look at the room. Yeah. Okay, I'm bored. I'm actually in luck, I guess. There's, someone. Hello? Hello? Good. Well, yeah. Right now they're just laying on their beds. Oh, that's okay. I think so. I had some spring rolls, the chips. No, I was thinking about what I should have today, and that could be it. Oh, thanks. Oh, cool. Oh, it was great. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. That's expensive. Yeah, mine is $5.80 per gram. Yeah. No, probably for that one. I had to get the cheapest one. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, they were excited. I slept on the couch. Yeah. Oh, that's great. It sounds great. It seemed. Oh, I was gonna say it seems like something that you have to have. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, bye. Okay, well, I sort of lost my cool there. I don't know what just happened, but I forgot to say you're welcome. Okay, but whatever. Sometimes you have nerve issues. But that was a successful conversation. I went astray here and there for a slight off course, but I came back and pulled it together. And of course, I always, well, not really. I was going to say I always think of people how they left off in the last note. And that's the only reality I know. And what if I had an off note? I pulled it together, but the last note they heard was an off note. And then right after, I'm pulling it back together, and they're left in that trance that I had that was so, that was so. And, well, that's about fucking the part about myself I hate so much is that part. That's like, and anyways, and it's like, I have nothing to say. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just thinking it up as I'm going, and it comes off as so weird. And I ran out of weed today. Or did I? I'm not thinking about it. There's no way I'm discussing that. That's crazy to discuss that. What am I going to jinx fate? Playing with fate? No. But these kind of moments, like where I'm just like closing my eyes, talking like in a zipper, I see that when I'm not high and I go, oh man, that's really embarrassing. That's the worst. But when I'm in this zone, I'm like, yeah, but I'm on a vibrancy channel, and that's the thing. So it doesn't even matter. The words are just the bread. The real thing is the butter. And the butter is the vibrancy. And so I'm like, smooth and I'd like to say enjoyable. I'd like to say that I enjoy living. That it's tangibly obvious that I say, I feel good. And what? Man. It would be crazy to believe what people believe about you. That would be so nuts. That would be painful. Anyways. Hi, doggy. You need some tapping? I think I have to turn the camera off because I am just out of things to say. I don't have any TV to watch. I have a Roy D. But I'm not supposed to eat. Unless I'm hungry, which I will be. So I'll have a Roy D later on. That'll be good. But I wish I had cultured cream to have in that, because that makes it way better. That makes it so much better. It's like something with the coconut cream. It's too much. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Shut up. Get out. Get out. Go. Get out of here. Go out. Hey, get out of here. I just did this. Okay, so anyways, fucking whatever. You know, that doesn't really, like, that makes me angry when they do that, but it doesn't make me not love them. So, you know, like, except for like once a week. You know, like, sometimes it does make me not love them, but not lately. And, you know, I don't think it's gonna happen again. And I'm proud of that. So, anyways, now I'm kind of hungry. Now I want to make that a Roy D. curry. But I have no cream to put in it. That's just, what am I going to use? Oil? Make it all fatty? I don't think so. What am I going to do? Oh man, I ate so many spring rolls too. I am out of control. I need to, you know, have some curry. That's a light meal. Don't have any cream. You need less cream in your diet right now. For your brain, for your mental health. you need something light. Thai green curry with rice, that's a good choice. Unlimited mushrooms. You could also make some spring rolls. You could also put spring rolls in the curry. You could have them like dumplings. Do you know how good that would be? Are you crazy? And I have $100, so I can do whatever I want. But do I want to buy more weed? I don't know. You know, I was all gung-ho on quitting yesterday.